Did you know there was once a 12-year-old boy in Baton Rouge who became one of the most feared names in the streets? His name was Marlo Mike. At an age when most kids are worried about video games, Marlo was already a paid hitman, killing people for the infamous rapper Lil Boosie, and the price, just $2,000 cash per body. By the time he was only 15, Marlo wasn't just another kid on the block. He was Boosie's personal shooter. Whenever there was a problem, whether it was a drive-by, a walk-up, or a cold-blooded execution, Marlo was the one who handled it. And each time, Boosie made sure the money was waiting. But the story takes a darker turn. One of the most infamous hits came in 2010. A man named Terry Boyd was gunned down inside his own home. The trigger was pulled by Marlo himself. That single murder nearly cost Lil Boosie his life, not on the streets, but in the courtroom. Prosecutors wanted the death penalty for Boosie, all because of Marlo's confession and the trail of bodies left behind. And Marlo didn't hide who he was becoming. Boosie even rapped about him in songs, calling him out by name. Marlo Mike in the back, itching for a body. Marlo wore his reputation like a badge of honor. He even tattooed the words "Boosie, who's next?" across his stomach, as if the world needed a reminder that he was ready to kill again. But behind that image of a fearless young killer was a boy crumbling under the weight of what he had done. After the murders, Marlo confessed he couldn't sleep at night anymore. The faces of the people he'd killed haunted him. Nightmares wouldn't stop. In Baton Rouge, people whispered his name in fear. A teenager had become one of the deadliest assassins the city had ever seen. Parents warned their kids to stay away. Cops called him a monster. But he was still just a child trapped in a world of money, music, and murder. In the end, Lil Boosie walked free. He beat the case and kept his career alive, but Marlo Mike didn't escape. He was sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole. A boy who should have been in a classroom was now locked away forever. And that's the chilling part. Marlo Mike wasn't born evil. He was a kid who got caught in the orbit of fame, fast money, and street power. And for $2,000 cash per kill, he traded his childhood for blood on his hands. And even now, sitting behind bars, he remains a ghost story in Baton Rouge. A reminder of how far and how fast a kid can fall when the streets come calling. So, let me ask you this. What does it say about a city, about a culture, when a 12-year-old boy becomes a hitman? When a tattoo becomes a confession, and a rap lyric becomes real life? Marlo Mike will never walk free again. But his story lives on as one of the darkest legends Baton Rouge has ever produced. Now the question is, if you had to put yourself in his shoes at 12 years old, what would you have done?